Hi guys, Alec Peirce, Scuba Tech Tips, and this is my serious face because this is a serious video. Kidding, of course. I have no such a thing as a serious video. However, this is directed at professionals, dive store owners, generally speaking, although instructors, dive masters, and so on may be involved. But let me give you a bit of a background. I was a school teacher for half a dozen years. Then I was a real estate broker for about 12, 13 years. Then I became a professional headhunter for another 6 or 7 or 8 years. During all that time, I was part owner of a dive store in my off time. I was hyperactive, okay? And then finally I said, to heck with this. I like doing a dive store, and I became a dive store owner. That was in 1980, and I owned a dive store for that last 40 years. So I've been in the business for over 50 years, and I really enjoyed it. And all of those businesses, all of the activities I was involved in, involved people, involved with the public, okay, dealing with the public on a regular basis. So I picked up a lot of tips and made a lot of mistakes. And that's the only way you learn. You make mistakes, you try not to make the same mistake twice. And so eventually you run out of mistakes, and so you're perfect. Anyway, picked up a lot of tips. And over those years as well, certainly in some of those occupations, I was actually employed. My job was to teach other people how to avoid those mistakes, how to accomplish something. And the thing we were trying to accomplish was almost invariably customer service. Some really, really good ideas that are proven ideas, proven winners. And I want to share some of them with you. I've shared some of these with dive store owners and many, many dive store staff over the years. And in most cases, they have found to be beneficial. Maybe you will as well. So this is basically customer service. How do you treat your customers? And as I've said many times, you often only get one chance. If a dive store, if a customer calls or walks into a dive store the first time, that's your only chance to impress them, to make them know, think, believe, whatever, that you are efficient, knowledgeable, and interested in taking care of them. That's what's important. What they want to buy and how much they pay for it, that's not important. Okay? If you do that, they'll come back, and they'll bring their friends. If you don't do that, it's over. So I'm going to go through a few of these LDS, local dive store sessions. If you find them interesting, let me know. If you think it's a waste of time, let me know, and I'll stop doing them. The very first one, and oftentimes it is your single opportunity to make an impression, is how to answer the phone. So let's wait. We're going to wait. The phone should ring anytime, and when we do, I'll give you some. How about that? Good afternoon, Simcoe Diving. This is Alec. How can I help you? Absolutely, certainly we can do that for you, sir. Hang on 1 minute, please. There's nobody on the line. We're just talking here, just pretending. So right off the bat, let me give you a couple of suggestions. When you answer the phone, you need to have a cheerful voice. I don't care if your favorite pet died, if you had a car accident this morning. None of those things matter anymore. If you're doing your job properly, particularly if the owner, you need to put on a happy face. People don't want to deal with down in the mouth folks. They just don't want to. They will, because they have to, if you go into a government office. Anyway, they will if they have to, but they don't want to. And let me tell you something, people don't have to come to your dive store. There's usually lots of choices around. There's also other sports, I've actually had it happen, heard of divers have gone into a scuba diving store, interested in scuba diving, and left and walked straight over to the biking store or some other sports store. That was that bad, and that's just dreadful. Nobody wins in that case. So right off the bat, you want to be cheerful, friendly. Hey, hi, my name is Alec. Thanks for calling. How can I help you? Just that simple. Don't make it long-winded. I don't want him to say, hey, thanks for calling Scuba 2000. This is Alec. I'm the manager of the service department. We have rentals and sales every week and a newsletter you can sign up for immediately. Now, having got through all of that, it's just something I can do. And people haven't got time for that, particularly these days. They want it clear, cheerful, concise. 3 C's. Clear, cheerful, concise. Okay? That's the first thing that you need to do when you answer the phone. Secondly, you never say no. You never say no. If somebody says, Oh, is this a dollar store? You never say no. Let me give a couple of examples. Somebody says, they call it a scuba diving store, and they say, do you have bathing suits? And they say, oh gosh, you know, we used to sell bathing suits, sir, and it was great. They were high quality, good prices. But quite frankly, the big box stores like Walmart and other places that you know have a bigger selection, and the prices are pretty good too. So I would suggest you call one of them. They'll certainly have a selection for you. But you remember, anything else to do with water sports, masks or snorkels or anything that you need, you be sure you call Scuba 2000 back. I hope that helps. Okay, thank you very much. Bye-bye. You never say no. No, we don't have bathing suits, sorry. That sounds reasonable, doesn't it? No, we don't have bathing suits, sorry. What's it sound like on the other end? Do you have bathing suits? No, we don't have bathing suits. Oh, wasted time, wasted call. But if you can make it cheerful, be sincere, let the person know that you really care, and they'll think it's a pleasant call, even if the answer was negative. Not no, the answer was negative. Don't have bathing suits. Maybe give them a suggestion. How about this one? Yes, sir, how can I help you? Blue snorkels. Yes, sir, we have lots of blue snorkels. Where do you live, sir? Oh my gosh, that's a long ways from here. We're up in Toronto, and you're way over in St. Catharines. Now, that's about a 2-hour drive. Now, we'd be happy to help you here. We're a very big dive store. But quite frankly, sir, there are other dive stores now closer to you. If you go over to Bob's right over there, it's just 10 minutes away over in Kenilworth Avenue, he'll have lots of blue snorkels, the same ones that we have, and they'd be pretty much the same price. And Bob's a pretty good guy. He'll help you. If you have any problems over there, when you go in there, you call me back right away. Okay, you remember my name is Alec. We have lots of blue snorkels, and we're here to help you. So give Bob a call, say hi for me, and hopefully he'll have exactly what you need, okay? Great, thanks for calling. Bye-bye. Never say no. And if the person asks you for something, and you can't reasonably well supply it, for gosh sakes, make him happy. Tell him where he can get it. Put in a personal referral. Tell Bob to say hi from Alec for me. The guy says, oh, Bob knows Alec, I can say hi. Well, so now I got a referral. I can walk into Bob. Alec said, you see, make him feel good. And don't forget to say at the very end, if you do that, at the very end, say, you call us back here at Scuba 2000 if we can help. Some dive store owners will say, why would I ever tell a customer to go to another dive store? Well, generally speaking, you don't want to do that. However, let me explain the scenario again from the customer's point of view. I say, yes, we have blue snorkels, sir. We're open to 9 p.m. Come and get one. And he drives for 2 hours through the city of Toronto and the traffic all the way up to my dive store, buys his $17 blue snorkel, and fights traffic all the way back to his home. And then his friend, who was a diver, the next day tells him, why did you go all the way up there? Bob's is just around the corner. And ProDive has a store just over there. It's only 15 minutes away. No traffic. So now the guy finds out there's 3 or 4 other dive stores that have the same product but the same price. Oh my God, what a jerk that Alec guy is. Oh, you see? That's the scenario. What's best for the customer? For a $17 snorkel, aren't you better off to make a friend, impress him with your knowledge, with your cheerfulness, with your willingness to help? Of course you are. And if you've done a good job, which you just did, when he needs masks and fins or scuba gear or a course, who's he going to call? In all likelihood, he's going to call you. If the other dive store does a better job when he goes in for the blue snorkel, and he ends up saying, hey, you guys are great, I'm going to go here, well, who made the mistake? Not you. I mean, not them. They did a good job, better job than you. But there's just another example of how you can make a customer very, very happy. You haven't said no. You haven't made $1 off them, but you might if you've done a really good job. So there's another example. And always be sure at the very end, you always wind up with a story. Okay, sir, well, that's great. We'll hope to see you on Saturday morning. Don't forget your bathing suit, bring a towel. We supply everything else for your program. Absolutely. And tell your neighbors that you're going up for a scuba course. They might be interested in joining you. Absolutely. Well, that's great. Well, thank you very much for calling Scuba 2000. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Cheerful, conversational, make it useful conversation, okay? And end with, thanks for calling Scuba 2000. And say it sincerely. That's how you get paid. Yeah. You think that, if you're a staff member, I'm talking to you now, if you think that your paycheck is coming from the owner, let me correct you on that right away. Your paycheck is coming from the customer. If you want to be nice to the owner and suck up to the owner, that's fine, that's your business. But in reality, you should be sucking up to the customer. He's got the money. Just a thought. Just some ideas for your mind. Give it a try maybe. Talk to your staff about it. See what they think. Show them the video and see if any of this helps. We'll do some more of these. What are we calling them? LDS, Professional Tech Tips. How about that? We'll try some more in a little while. Keep an eye on it, and I hope you found something in there that might be of use. Take care. Talk to you soon. Alec, Peirce.